Al Pals, this is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents a special Friday Night Films with Friends. The film from 1985, the Sword and Sorcery uh, classic. Red Sonja, starring Brigitte Nielsen and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and also Sonja Birdman, also of Conan. That is the film. The friend is the man who will read his future in your entrails if given the chance. It is Deleted Scenes. How are you, sir? And if you get that joke, you know the film. So,
Indeed.
how are you doing, sir?
Well, fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself?
I am doing well, doing well. Just letting everyone know, which right now seems to be Lady Mist as far as who has said hello in the chat. That's fine. Although we got more than that watching. So, hi everybody out there. I was originally going to do another movie tonight than Red Sonja, but when I heard that on Netter's Network tomorrow night at 10 p.m. we are going to be watching the classic 1982 Conan the Barbarian, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. So I thought, what better companion piece to that to have a little bit of a Hyborian age annex sort of, and watch Red Sonja to kind of get our sword and sorcery juices flowing, and get them really in gear tomorrow night. Because I was telling someone the other day that Conan the Barbarian is a film I consider probably near perfect in my estimation. I do say near, so don't get on me. It's like, but what about near? I think it's a spectacular film. Um, have I assume you have seen Red Sonja, Deleted Scenes?
I have.
Awesome. When did you see it? Did you see it like when it came out, or
Um,
like later? Or?
I saw it back in the day on cable, I believe.
Yep, I saw it in the theater. I was there when it came out, ready to go. My virtual sword and my virtual hand. Well, I guess virtual hand, not virtual hand, but you know what I mean. I'm a big sword and sorcery fan, as most of you know. I'm a big Conan fan. Uh, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, uh, uh, Beastmaster, Clash of the Titans, Crawl, kind of fits in there a little bit. Um, so I was there, but I just haven't seen it in a long time, and thought great time to pull it out. I see Lady Mist has seen it before, which is awesome. She's waving her pink little hand at me. I like how I think it's funny how the StreamYard chat kind of will change up some things. It won't show some of the little emojis, but it will show others, like the little pink hand waving. It's but thank you, Lady Mist. I do want to address the soundtracks with Birdman. I did put in the description that he might join us. He had a really rough day. He is still in the throes of his work day. So doesn't look like he's going to be here. I have thrown out the link to Troy and even Agent Boomer to see if they might want to pop in too, being the kind of a film it is. Although I'm not really expecting Troy. Troy might stop by and say hi, but he's got his own rewatch tonight, rewatching the Star Wars holiday special. That's going to be something. So he's going to need all his strength for that one. We joke, but gonna have a lot of fun with that. Um, but yeah, the Cosby link is at the top for those who are wondering. I'm going to be running it on Cosby. In fact, let me no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to show you my notification. I don't want notifications. Just go away. Go away. I'm gonna load up the video right now while I'm thinking about it. Um, So, what do you think of the movie when you first saw it? Were you of the universal opinion of everybody else?
Yes. um, my
Oh,
first thought was disappointingly meh. However,
yeah, yeah,
I'm going to see it tonight for the first time since then, uh, with fresh eyes. Just
yeah.
be honest with my assessment at the end of the day.
That is, yeah, that is true. It's been a long time, and I have always been as I've always repeated on this thing. I would love a bad movie as much as I could love a good movie,
Mhm.
and this one would hold a lot of memories, not only of the fact that it is bad. Um, I mean, I think we could say that safely. It's but it's kind of fun to
Mhm.
look at just some of the things in it and just when there's a part when I come to it, I'll mention what a critic once said about it, which I thought was kind of funny. But I'll wait till we get to that part in the movie. And uh, just some of the things and some of the backstory stories that I hear. I found a picture of the original Kalidor sword uh, prop
Mhm.
that I don't know, someone had it, some prop place has it. I always liked that sword. I'm a sword guy, as most of you know. One of my first videos on my channel was me going through all the swords I wish I had, and weapons, swords and weapons. And I didn't think about Kalidor's sword at the time, but I like Kalidor's sword. I like a simple sword. I like a weapon that's just built to kill. Doesn't need to be fancy. just just sharp. Um, but let's get to the film here. I'm at about the 2 second mark. How mine came up. I've got a little bit of the like a bar with the sky. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah. So by now, like I said, I'm going to be watching it on the Cosby link, and let's go and get ready to have fun. Are you watching on Cosby or your own copy?
Cosme.
Also, we're all, hey, we're starting together here. For those of you who don't have a copy, like I said, 2 seconds in, be doing a countdown anyway. In 3, 2, 1, go. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Studio Canal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Studio Canal. I have to look up some of their other stuff. I always see them. I like MGM. Yes, Studio Canal has some pretty cool stuff out there sometimes.
Dino De
Dino
Laurentiis
De,
presents. Yeah.
or Richard
Richard
Fleischer
Fleischer.
film. I mean, it's got a lot of great names to it that are in
Mhm.
it. Her name was Red Sonja. She lived in a savage world in an age of violence. A fierce warrior with flaming red hair. In the Hyborian kingdom, her quest for justice and vengeance became a legend. This is how the legend began. And of course, they're doing another Red Sonja movie.
Mhm.
I mean, reboot and all, but kind of looking forward to that. I will say I think it was a good choice to not show what happened to her.
Mhm.
That's all they show.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. Enough to let you know what happened, but nothing graphic. Ba-da-da. Kind of wish the Birdman was here to tell me what he thinks about the soundtrack.
Mhm. Enter Conan, Kalidor. Sorry,
Kalidor, yeah.
Kalidor. Yeah. Not Conan.
Conan
Totally not
analog.
Conan. um, well, my understanding, and if you have any insight into this, please jump in. My understanding was his character was supposed to be Conan, right? But they couldn't use him because of some rights thing.
I would not be surprised.
Hmm.
It could have easily been Conan.
Mhm.
Rip his shirt off and give him the right sword. Yeah, Conan. And maybe fewer things to say because Kalidor is a little chattier.
He is, yeah.
Based on the character created by Robert E. Howard. Sort of. Sort of.
Mhm.
He did have a red Sonja, but it's just a little different. It kind of morphed.
The bridge is out.
That would be a pain in the proverbial butt. Ride all that way and the bridge is out. I guess we'll have to go to Buckleberry Ferry. Not just any god, god of the high gods.
Wow.
Uh-oh. An amazing coincidence the bad guys show up just as they're about to destroy what they're looking for. Ronald Lacey.
What fall on that?
Da, 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 da. They love dragging people in a fire. There are a lot of movies that seems to happen a lot.
Second
It's
wave.
got to be the slowest altar thing in the world, man. So many lovely warrior women losing their
Hmm.
lives. You know, I've never seen Ronald Lacey in a straight role. It's always like a fantasy film where he's playing like a Nazi, where in Raiders.
Zulu Dawn. He's in that.
Is this Zulu Dawn? I've never
Yeah.
seen Zulu. I'll have to check that out.
Hmm.
I mean, I like him as an actor. He's just got a great look to him, uh, especially for a villain part. It's hard to see him as a good guy. Um, but it's just surprising that he kind of he looks like your middle aged neighbor, but yet he ends up like being those like big badass villains in some of these films. You'll be sorry. Yep, told you. Of course, the Queen played by Sonja Bergman, who played Valeria in
Hmm.
Conan the Barbarian. More known as a dancer than an actress. That's it. The film's woke. Only women can do it.
Yeah.
Banished into the darkness.
Hmm.
It does make you wonder if, like, after the events after the film, if they were able to save the women in there.
Hmm.
Zip lining back then. Makes you wonder how things would have gone if Kalidor was actually there.
Hmm.
Wee.
About
They
like that, I reckon.
they do that effect a lot. The little the hair, the head that just like kind of goes up, floats in the air. I love the swords they're trading with. Nice and beefy, but they got like that nice long handle. Okay, see the statue there?
Hmm.
Looks like it's sitting down. I remember one of the TV critics was saying, it kind of looks like he's sitting down taking a dump on a toilet.
Yeah.
I just remember, I have not been able to watch this film since then and not think of that. Every time I see it, it's like, hey, it's the guy taking a dump. He has a mighty head of hair. I'm assuming that's his hair. Okay, being guided to a particular sword. I will be like honest. I do not like her sword.
Mhm.
It's like I don't know. It's just too that crescent thing on it. Just it's too much. Now, the rumor I heard at the time that Arnold and Brigitte, had a little dalliance, and
Uh,
he found out she was pretty crazy, and then he kind of pushed her into Stallone's airspace.
yeah.
Just saying it was a rumor, unsubstantiated, allegedly.
Allegedly. Hmm.
Yeah, I do like Kalidor's sword, but yeah, it is a bit. Looks like it's a little hilt heavy with that big round thing, but
Hmm.
not as bad as hers with the crescent thing. East, west. Well, they're off to a good start. It's something you don't see anymore. A good funeral pyre.
First time I remember seeing one on film was in the Far Pavilions.
Huh.
Was they
Is
had a
is that place? Does that take place in India?
it does.
I thought that sounded familiar. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Well, there's
It's like
a
British
point.
film.
Uh, I think it was British made. I know Ben Cross was in it. Amy Irving,
Oh,
as in from India, which was yeah. Anyway, um, late into because it was a mini series. It was quite lengthy.
Hi, Connie Cleary.
Yeah, I kind of. It was. There's a point late where one of the characters who's married to this much older man. It was an arranged marriage. He dies, and they put her up on the pyre with him. It's a pretty drawn out sequence.
Ernie Reyes Jr. He is
Yeah.
such an annoying little bastard in this film. Thanks for stopping by, Connie. I appreciate it. Too bad you can't watch with us, but I like Paul Smith's character in this. And it was kind of weird to see after seeing him in Popeye playing Pluto.
Yeah.
See him play a nice guy.
The Master of Disaster, the Duke of Earl, Skinny Bones Jones. Oh.
But I do like that as like the great elephant who fertilizes the world with us. Yeah. the guardian angel following slowly behind.
Hmm.
You remember who praised Blytack, right?
Not right offhand.
Pat Roach.
Ah,
For those in the know, Pat Roach was Raiders of the Lost Ark and Willow, and I think it was in Indiana Jones too. Always plays the big guy, beating up the hero. Sure, we will. The '80s sword spin move. One weirdly proud thing I, I I was able to do back then. I was able to do that like reverse grip spin and then behind the back thing that Conan does. Also got pretty good at nunchucks. The follies of youth replaced by the regrets of old age. I like that little ha he gives. I would love to visit Arnold at his home because I know he's got a lot of memorabilia from these movies, like the swords and stuff. He also has a little pet pig and a little pet mule,
Hmm.
or yeah, well, mule. What's the other one for donkey? Couldn't think of donkey. I follow on Instagram every now and then. They show him like feeding his. That's she likes him. Yeah, I think it'd be so cool to have something like a pig or a donkey or goat. I love goats too. Maybe not one like Black Phillip from The Witch a couple
No.
weeks ago. Yeah, the only real use that little backhanded spin thing does is throw off your opponent. It really rarely works. Ooh, slicey, slicey. I like a good. Ooh,
Well, that's your own
uh,
fault then.
I like that big. I like that bone club he's got. That's such a cool weapon. The blunt weapon is highly underrated by many people. Did you ever watch the Beastmaster TV show?
I remember it vaguely.
Okay. Do you remember the weapon that he had? It was kind of like a staff that had a sharp like blade on one end, but like a gnarled club on the other,
Hmm.
and he could separate it. Oh, it just made me think of that. Sonja Bergman has that dancer's grace about her. That is a lot of candles. Must have been a nightmare for
Yeah.
the set for the set for the set designer. Because you look at like, okay, I see a few out. There's a few out. Yep, some more.
I deny denitis. Oh, wait, wrong show. Look what the Ark of the Covenant did to me.
That spider. That's kind of a pretty cool little effect there. Very simple, practical effect, but very effective. Wrong channel.
That was a little over my head in 1985. This whole, yeah.
What aspect?
Because I was stuck on why doesn't she just kill her? Why does she want her alive? And now I know.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Oh
why
yeah.
she
Yeah.
wants
Yeah.
her alive. Okay.
Well, they kind of alluded to it at the beginning.
Well, yeah,
What
but
she
I
wanted her.
wasn't. I zoned out on that before, I guess.
Yeah, when you're young,
Yeah.
inexperienced, you don't really get the whole lesbian undertone.
No.
Gotta love a good
This
bone bridge.
this doesn't look threatening at all. Then you gotta wonder, what was this thing?
Yeah, what was it? And
It's
it
too.
wasn't lucky that it died exactly here.
Yeah. We've got ourselves a dinosaur. And as we know, movies with dinosaurs are automatically good. Always, every time.
a few in my day that would alter that perception.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, 65.
I will say 65 was a good concept.
Execution, yeah.
Execution was kind of wonky,
Yeah.
but I kind of like. I've always had a fascination with the Chicxulub asteroid. Like what was that day like?
Yeah.
There's a couple good YouTube videos about that. Like what it would look like 2 months before impact, 2 weeks before impact, things like that.
And you were still younger than me, so button it.
He is such an ass kisser.
Did you see Ernie Reyes when he was on NCIS Los Angeles?
No, I've never seen
He
any of the
was.
NCISs.
Wow.
Oh well, I take that back. I saw like the first year, maybe year and a half of the original NCIS when it started because I was a big fan of Jag when it was on.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Jag?
I do.
And then NCIS had the spinoff, and I enjoyed it. But then I just, I don't know, got away from it. I don't know exactly why. Boom. That's almost like a big kitchen knife to her. But I do like it. I like a short sword.
Last Dragon was the same year, right?
I don't know. You mean the show enough?
Mm-hmm. Because he's in that as well. So, yeah.
I honestly don't know. Yeah, 85, same year. He was Donatello's stuntman in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did stunt work in Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Motion capture for Avatar, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, he has quite a
Quite a filmography, yeah.
yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff he's done.
I want to Noompa Loompa now, Daddy.
He does inspire loyalty, doesn't he? I love that it's a machine. Just it reminds me of the Sinbad movies. No, not Sinbad, Hercules. Lou Ferrigno was in. I'm gonna have to pull some of those out too one day. Death Roll.
Jane, stop this crazy thing.
They needed more music in this.
Hmm.
I just noticed that there's really no music.
Yeah.
It's like a bad Disney ride. The only chance. That the way he says the line always like strikes me strange for some reason. It's the only chance. And how did he know Falcon's name?
Hi.
I can respect that in a woman.
Hmm.
Doesn't need to kill though. I mean, just fun little fight. So much for the bandage. Hey, Orville Nation, how you doing? joining us just in time for Kalidor trying to get a little something from Red Sonja. He's like a chihuahua. Doesn't know his size. Sweep the leg. He's enjoying the show. That's the smartest thing he has said. I wouldn't be expending all this energy if I were them. That's a mighty good foreplay there, boys. You should wonder where did the talisman come from? What was its original purpose?
Hmm.
Why build something that once it gets so strong will destroy the world? This is so sweet. He gives him his own little bone. That was totally adorable. Yeah, we all say that. Yeah, she's full cray cray. I did that in a D&D game once.
Aha! I've escaped. Ah, shiznit.
Ooh, oh, ooh, squishy, squishy. Of course, his lungs would have no air by that point. But still, it's fun. And ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful Ronald Lacey death. Getting squished by a big round obelisk or getting his face melted off.
And of course, he falls for it.
Always good to have a wizard on your side, I guess. Eh, Tipped your hand there, Gedrin. And there goes another head. Whoops. Don't distract her, dude. Ooh. Very much like the One Ring. Got to throw it, throw it into the lava. That would be a nasty thing to let go of that gate right about now. Oh, oh, that delayed reaction time. That thing was already down before he even started leaping. Yeah, just from a physics standpoint, Kalidor must be incredibly strong to be able to lift what he's been lifting. But then again, it is Arnold.
Yeah.
And, and back in the 80s, Arnold could do anything, even have a baby. That's how good he was. And keep running. It's like an oil fire.
Yeah. Sword at the ready in more ways than one. I like the robes they've got.
He'll grow up someday. He'll understand.
In a very special episode of Rouse, Dower, and Troy, the adventures continue. Oh, sorry. Wrong movie.
Jose Lopez Ordero. Vic Armstrong. That's the name you see a lot. London, LA, and Rome. Wow. You went everywhere to get people in this thing. You do see a lot of Italian names in it. I guess it does have that spaghetti, I won't say Western, but that might be a little bit in the vibe there. Martial arts, Kiyoshi Yamazaki. Ernie Ray Sr.
Yeah.
His, of course, the kid's father. Mm-hmm. Fish machine and spider design and built by Conan author, and somebody appeared on me. Yeah, filmed a lot in Rome.
No child martial artists or plastic spiders were harmed during the course of this film.
But that mechanical beast took a beating, though. Well, folks, that is... Oh, it's starting again. Let me stop that. Okay. Mm-hmm. That is Red Sonja, leaving Cosby. There we go. A lot of... What'd you think after all these years seeing it again?
Okay. Well, it's cheesy, but it's diverting.
Right.
It's what it is. It's not that bad.
You say cheese, everybody goes, "Oh man, it's like so cheesy." I like cheese, a good piece of Stilton, nice wedge of cheddar, even American unwrapping the with the plastic. I like cheese, so that is okay by me. So yeah, Red Sonja. Hopefully, those who were with us or may check it out the next day or so will have their appetites whetted for Conan the Barbarian from 1982, also starring Arnold Schwarzenegger in another role, of course, as Conan. Tomorrow night on Netters Network, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 Central. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do believe we're going to be watching the extended director's cut of it. So hopefully you guys have that. Still one of my favorite things is soundtracks with Birdman. Was having a rewatch of it with Boomer and myself, and Boomer and myself had the extended edition. Birdman was finished 10 minutes before we were, which was kind of awesome. He's like, I'm seeing credits, and I'm like, yeah, he's still walking around the temple. But it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night because it's a good movie, one of my favorite movies, and definitely one of my favorite if not, let's say one of my top 3 favorite soundtracks not done by John Williams. That sounds better. I'm trying to find the right way to say that. Deleted Scenes, what do you got coming up? Here's your chance to promote your channel.
All right. Yes. Coming up this week, I think I have Western Cinema Sunday, which I co-host with Jedi Bill over on his channel. This week's movie will be Hang 'em High, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now I've got Arnold on the brain. Starring Clint Eastwood. Yes, Avesta and starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Next time you hang a man, you make sure he's dead. No. God, that would be awful.
I think it would be awesome.
Anyway.
Hey, we're going to be watching. Hey, on my channel, we're going to be watching Arnold in a Western in February. So get ready for that.
The villain. Yeah.
The villain, yes.
Good one. Right. So we will be watching Hang 'em High, starring Clint Eastwood, who might also be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You never know. And later on that night will be my show, Unscripted. It's going to be a little bit different this week. It's going to be a shorter show. I'm not going to do any physical media segments or anything. This a little something different I'm going to do. And later on that night, The Other Side of Midnight, which will be a kind of open topic chill stream. I don't have any specific guests lined up, but I'm going to be sending out some StreamYard links to some friends of the channel, see if they want to come on. And there might be a certain someone here on the panel with me right now who might be getting one of those links. So,
is this for the After Midnight show?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still recovering from the last time.
Okay. And I try to be so gentle. Anyway, and of course, Tuesday night is my new series where I'm joined by Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and Aged Boomer, and that's live from Sparkwood in 21. It is a retrospective of the Twin Peaks television series. We are going to be watching episode 4, The One-Armed Man.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all you got coming up for now.
Yes, and I am hopefully, if I have some time to get a couple of, I might get a couple of movie reviews in here and there. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned to my channel for links.
Yep. Speaking of movie reviews, everybody goes to my channel. Of course, you find some nice. Well, if they're nice or not, but I got some movie reviews, some new ones, including the big one for the Marvels. 10 seconds. That's all you need to know about that film. And a cool film called Spree, if you've never heard of it, starring Joe Keery from Stranger Things. I think worth watching if you like that type of a film. It's kind of a fun little watch. And of course, I do them as I watch. And sadly, it's like with all they're finally back at work almost. The actors, seems like we've got an agreement, so let's get in there, get stuff done. I want Stranger Things. I want my Cobra Kai. I want my stuff. So, so dance, monkeys, dance. But like I said, as for me, I will be, as I said, joining Netters Network tomorrow night, watching Conan the Barbarian. Next Saturday is my rewatch. It's going to be my Thanksgiving rewatch. I'm going to be doing Son-in-Law, starring Pauly Shore and the beautiful Carla Gugino, which does take place at Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving movie, so which is a lot of fun. I look back on it. It's probably the only Pauly Shore movie I actually like. And I say that not having seen Encino Man. I've seen parts of Encino Man. I've not seen the entire thing. So, so Son-in-Law coming up. Got some fun stuff for Christmas. And I'm already starting to think about next year. Even got next July already set up, kind of, sort of. June or July, whichever one has two of my Saturdays. I think one of them has three. So, but just keep an eye out. Upcoming stuff yet. 2024 is going to be a lot of fun on my channel, hopefully. And once again, I would like to thank Deleted Scenes for being here. Of course, if you want to follow all the friends that are listed down below, please check them out. Of course, we got like Troy Pacelli's going to be doing a rewatch of the Star Wars Holiday Special at 10 p.m. tonight. So you got a little time to, hit the bathroom and make a sandwich before you put yourself through that. You might need the energy. But he's got a different version tonight. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And also some other news. Professor Geek, keep an eye out for him. He usually streams sometimes on a Saturday night, but I'm not quite sure about his schedule right now because he is newlywed and and his speaking of Professor Geek, his better half sound engraver usually has a stream somewhere around the 5:30 area on Sunday, so kind of keep an eye out and see if she's got anything. And the Fan Man is back doing some stuff. He's going to be I think once or twice a month doing a show on Thursday nights about 8:30ish. So keep an eye out for that. Of course, Netter has her Thursday things at 10 that evening, and on Sunday nights, Agent Boomer with Troy doing Geeky Geezers. I'm totally bouncing all over the week right now, but keep an eye out if you are subscribed to everybody, and hopefully you're getting a notification when we're coming on and doing stuff. But hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be back and we'll be doing another wonderful 80s sword and sorcery film or Robin of Sherwood. I don't know. That depends on Boomer. But I would like to invite Deleted Scenes for Sorceress. We got to do Sorceress before I go back and do a book study again. It's another 80s sword and sorcery film with a lot more uncovered cleavage. But a lot of fun. I love these 80s sword and sorcery films. They're just a lot of fun. Of course, we started it with Hawk the Slayer, and I've seen a few of them. So hopefully you can join us the next time when I come on here on a Friday night. But definitely join us tomorrow on Conan the Barbarian on Netters Network, and next week for Son-in-Law, Pauly Shore. To have a fun little time. Do you have any final words, Deleted Scenes?
Well, I will go out with my usual outro. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.
Okay, and my usual outro is hopefully you've subscribed to this channel. Big Al Presents, more reviews, rewatches, and rambles in weeks and months to come. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Share this around. Get the word out about me. Until next time, find something fun to watch and take care. Thank you, Lady Mist, for joining us. Thank you, Orville Nation. God bless you all.
Connie Cleary.
And Connie Cleary. Yeah, I was just about to say, I just remembered. Connie Cleary, thank you for joining us. And once again, thank you, Deleted Scenes, for joining me as well. And remember, I can always read the future in your entrails. So take care and goodbye. And like I said, stay tuned for Troy.